Sathyabama Institute of Science and Technology, deemed to be University, Chennai. For admission, contact 99400 and 99401 For further queries, visit www.sathyabama.ac.in.
My name is R.M. Joni. I'm going to host today's session. Hope everyone is safe and well at home. We are elated about the overwhelming responses. Thank you all for your great support. On behalf of the organizing committee, I take the privilege in welcoming you all to the live webinar on social entrepreneurship organized by Sathyabama IEI student branch in association with the Institution of Engineers, India. I also welcome today's session that is going to be hosted by Mr. Sathishraj sir, CEO, E-Crusaders, Chennai, who is going to handle the session. It is indeed a unique pleasure and privilege for us to express our sincere gratitude to our founder chancellor, Colonel Dr. JPR, who always showers his divine blessings. We take this opportunity to express our deepest gratitude and earnest thanks to our Chancellor Ma'am, Dr. Marie Gina Johnson, and President Sir, Dr. Mary Johnson, for their continuous support and high endeavors in motivating us to organize online webinars during this COVID-19 crisis situation. Social entrepreneurship is an approach by individuals, groups, startup companies, or entrepreneurs in which they develop, fund, and implement solutions to social, cultural, and environmental issues. And today we have Mr. R. Sathishraj, CEO, E-Crusaders, Chennai. Once again, we welcome you, sir. Let me introduce Mr. Sathishraj. Mr. Sathishraj has started his career as a sales executive at Sifi Technologies. He had been a business development manager at Ingram Micro Corporation, India. Now, he is a full-time entrepreneur since 2009, being the CEO of E-Crusaders, doing distribution business in India and overseas. He has visited many countries like Malaysia, Australia, France, Netherlands, Switzerland, Canada, UAE, and so on. He has delivered plenty of guest speeches in many colleges, universities, and institutes across India. He is an entrepreneur with a computer engineering background. We are very happy to have you here, sir. The session is all yours, and now it's time for you to take off, sir. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thanks for the nice words. Thanks for the introduction, and thanks for this opportunity. Ma'am has been almost last 2 weeks. She's been coordinating this and following with me and fixing time, posters, whatnot. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much. Thanks for this opportunity. Yeah, it's my honor and privilege to be here. I've been to a campus earlier for a seminar, and this is the second time I'm doing for a virtual seminar. I've been to. I'm a regular. I conduct regular sessions in St. Joseph's also. So thanks for this opportunity, and I'm excited to be here, and I'm honored. So all the people here, all the candidates, all the faculty members here, welcome all. It is my honor and privilege to speak in front of you all.
Many students are also there, sir, from North India and across India.
Perfect. Yes, so all the students, welcome. This 1 hour, the next 1 hour is going to be, I want to share a lot of my thought process. I'm going to preach something which I practice every single day. I'm not here to share something, bookish or theoretical things. I'm going to share a lot of things which are practical, which you guys can implement right from today. So since we have people from all parts of India, I'm going to speak. I'm going to take the session in English, and you all of you need to have a notepad and pen. If not, quickly take up a notepad and pen, and you need to note down the biggest difference between the top 5% people and the bottom 95% people. Top 5% people in terms, not only in terms of career, not only in terms of finance, in terms of thought process, in terms of communication, in terms of course, the finance they make, in terms of career they have, in terms of put together health, mental health, physical health, put together the top 5% people, all of them, all of them have a habit of noting down things. They'll note down things, you know. We have so many things, you know. We take we when we search for nail cutter, we know it is there in our home, but when we search for the nail cutter, we'll not be in a position to find them. When we search for a screwdriver, our parents used to say, I kept it somewhere here, it is there, but I'm not finding it. Same way, people learn so many things, people attend so many webinars, people study so many things, they do so many certifications. Still, you need to remember things. You need to, potential knowledge is something which will not help you. Applied knowledge is something which will help you. To apply whatever you learn, the first and foremost important quality is to note down whatever you learn. I'm going to speak about that. And so, just don't attend without noting. Make sure you have your notepad and pen, and let us run through my thought process. Basically, I've done my computer engineering from the Sairam Engineering College long time back. I have total 14 years of experience. First 4 years, I used to work with different companies. I used to work with Pifi Technologies. Then I used to work with Ingram Micro. I used to handle micro ERP division, and I used to work with. I used to do business development activity for Adobe software. Those are my initial career. Then since last 10 years, I'm an entrepreneur. I run my social commerce entrepreneur. I'll share details about those social commerce entrepreneurship here. And I'm going to, this 1 hour session, I'm going to cover a couple of business skills. I'm going to cover a couple of life skills. Both are important. Both are inevitable. Two eyes, one is business, another one is life. Both are. So I'm going to cover so many things. Let us run, and I definitely want you guys to note down. And why am how I became a speaker. This is my purpose. I love doing this, and I enjoy talking to young minds. One of my short-term goals is to impact at least million youngsters in next 10 years time. Million youngsters. With the technology, it is absolutely doable and possible. And I'm a guest lecturer in almost 50 plus institutions and colleges and universities, across India, outside India. I have virtual. I don't remember. I cannot have the number, but one-on-one. Classroom kind of training I've done to more than 20,000 students across India. So let me get into the topic. First one is social commerce. But let me tell you, how many of you? Okay, we have how many people here? We have 67 people here. How many of you have some interest in entrepreneurship? Entrepreneurship, can you raise your hand, please? I'm seeing the screen now. How many of you have interest in entrepreneurship in longer run? Okay, very few. Only 4 people out of 68. Okay, that's it. There's an option called raise hand. You can raise hand, right? Good. Let me tell you, whether you like this, whether you don't like this, entrepreneurship is the way forward. Way forward. Post Corona, yes, we are in a tough situation. Almost we are facing. It's like a World War III right now. None of us experience whatever we are experiencing right now. Corona, the economy is down, lockdown, companies are struggling, business are down. They don't have a clue. We have AC, AD, BC, right? Before Chris, after the death of Chris. I'll say something. There's something called ACBC. Again, one more ACBC now. It is before Corona and after Corona. That's going to be a new normal. After Corona, things already, the world took a paradigm shift. The way businesses are operating, the way market behaves, the way everything, every industry is you need to you need to reinvent yourself to move on. And before I get into the I'm okay, the topics which I'm going to cover, I'm going to cover about law of compensation, how entrepreneurs makes money. End of the day, all of us are studying, We work, we do business for one reason, to live good life. How you live good life? Lot of parameters are there, and one main parameter is finance, income. So I'm going to discuss about the important topic called law of compensation. Then I'm going to recommend you some basic books which helped me big time when I was in early 20s, when I was like you people, right after my college. It helped me big time. By the way, excuse me for my t-shirt. I'm here in my native village. I came, you won't believe, I came here for 4-day holiday on March, I think March 15th. March gone, April gone, May gone, June. I'm here in my native village in Tiruvallur district for last almost 75 days. So I came with, I don't even have a formal shirt here, right? Good. It's a village here, and I'm here in village. I'm operating my business from this village. So you'll excuse me for not there in formal, right? Good. So I'm going to discuss about law of compensation. I'm going to discuss about journal. There's something of success journal. For me, if you ask me, success journal, that's a foundation. Without knowing that, um, without foundation, you cannot construct a building, right? Same way. So success journal we want to discuss, and I'm going to refer you some books. It's going to be exciting. As I told you earlier, it is not going to be another boring seminar. Don't worry. I'll make sure I'll make it as interesting as possible. Got it? But one promise from you people, you need to value my time. I value all of your time. We have almost 73 participants. I value all your time. 73 people spending 1 hour is 73 hours. I value all your time. All the 73 people should value my time. When ma'am requested me, I would have very well told her, no, ma'am, I have work, I have business. I would have very well said that. But I want to meet you all. I want to create that impact. That's the reason. This is my business time. I took time from my business and I'm here. So, currency of 21st century is not rupee or dollar. The currency of 21st century is time. Time. Note this down. The currency of 21st century is time, and you need to value my time. I promise I value your time. Right? Good. So, before I get into this law of compensation, uh, I followed this in my life. I followed this in my business for so many years now, and it helps me personally. It helps me big time. There is something called locus. There's something called locus of control. There's something called uh, there are two circles in life, two different circles in life, right? Circle of influence, circle which you can influence, circle which you can control. Okay. The next circle is circle which you cannot influence, which are not there in your control. You should be in a position to segregate things which are in your control, things which are not in your control. And the top 5% people around the world, any in the world, the top 5% people around the world will never ever focus or never ever worry about things which are not there in their control. Try to understand this. You should know, of course, you should know what is happening around the world, but just don't focus too much of time and energy on things which you cannot control. And we are going a tough situation, COVID. I know the only thing which we can do is stay home safe, build on your immunity, uh, learn new skills, improvise your communication skills, leadership qualities, subject matter, your friends, your family, eat good food, do exercise. These are things you can control. So we are in lockdown, and number one thing which I recommend you to lock down in this lockdown period is lock down the television, lock down the 24/7 news channel. You will not be what is the fun in sending all the information which are happening around the world which are negative, and that will, let me tell you, when you keep feeding brain with negative information, stress hormone will go up. There is a hormone called cortisol. That hormone level will go up. Once the cortisol level goes up, your immunity level comes down. That's called stress hormone. Just don't worry about, um, focus on things that are there in your control. If you have a worry, segregate. Is it in my control? Is it not in my control? If it is in my control, why should I worry? I need not worry. If it is not in my control, why I need not worry, right? It is not in my control anyhow. I cannot worry. And even if I worry, I cannot change those things. Segregate. Segregating these two things are called common sense. Abundance of common sense is called wisdom. Okay? We all, I hope and pray, all of us have that wisdom, common sense to segregate things you can control, things you cannot control. Okay? Good. So be peaceful, learn new things so that post corona, we are going to overcome this. Post corona, you're going to bounce back in much better and bigger way. Got it? And let me tell you an important concept. There are companies, people, institutions. There are so many things, right? There are fragile people, fragile institutions, fragile companies. They're like a glass. Something happens, something stone hit the glass breaks down. Fragile, fragile property. The next level is called robust, resilient. Iron rod. If something happens to iron rod, if you hit the iron rod with a stone, nothing will happen to that iron rod. That's called strong, robust. That's the second level of leadership. The third level, the ultimate level, is called anti-fragile. Anti-fragile property is something when you give stress to anti-fragile property, subject, when you give stress to those objects, it will perform in a better way. Try to understand this. All the successful people, whenever there's a stressful situation happens, whenever there is an economic slowdown, whenever there is a market down, recession, whenever there is a challenge in marketplace and whenever they face challenge, they perform better. They bring out the best. We don't know how strong we are until being strong is the only option. That's one of my favorite quotes. So, Sathyabama is one anti-fragile institution. As ma'am said, they are focusing on teaching their students with online seminars, stuff like that. And all of us are anti-fragile people. We should become, we can, all along we can be in fragile or robust category, but now it's time for us to, sleeve up roll up our sleeves and become anti-fragile. The moment we are undergoing a stressful situation, but the moment we overcome this corona, we should be in a position to perform better. No point in watching the television for 24/7 and worrying about corona and which are not there in your control. Okay, good. So I discussed about things you can control, things you cannot control. Then I discussed about fragile, robust, anti-fragile. Two concepts I've discussed. Note down, right? Now let me get into this journal part. Let me finish journal, then I'll go to the law of compensation. It is going to be a holistic. As I told you, it is going to be I'm going to discuss some life skill. I'm going to discuss some business skill, right? Good. Journal is nothing but an extended brain. Journal, Journal. Journal is nothing but an extended brain. What? Okay. The first time, let me tell you something. In my business, in my entrepreneurship journey, I do close and close of business turnover. I make good six-figure profit every single month. I travel the world. I train students. I have a great life, right? Okay. Whatever I am today, I owe a lot of my success, the result which I got to this particular concept called journaling. Journaling is basic. Journaling is nothing but taking inventory of yourself, which is, as far as me, that's a basic foundation. If you don't know about these things, you'll not be in a position to move on in your career and life. And journal is your first time I heard about this. The person who taught me about journaling was Abdul Kalam. We all know him, right? He's a darling. He visited my college and long time back, and first time he was telling us about there's something called journaling which he practiced and you students should practice. And I was like, First time I hear, then I happen to read a lot of books. Every author, every entrepreneur, every leader discuss about journaling. They may give different names to that, but the concept is called journaling, right? Oh yeah, journal is a diary note which you guys need to have right after this program, right? The first part of it's a four subject note. Okay, the first part of the first 20 page, next 20 page, next 20 page, next 20 page. The four subject note. The first part of the journal. I want you students, write down all the faculty members here. You can also follow this, and you need to train your students about this. I know if I speak to one student, I mean, if I speak to one, if I train or if I transfer my knowledge to one faculty here, the ripple effect will be more. It is like equivalent to speaking to 1,000 students. If I speak to one faculty, it's equivalent to speak to 1,000 students, right? Good. So the first part of the journal, um, sit tonight before the end of day, write down all your dreams and goals. Power of written dreams and goals. All the successful people around the world they design their life. The bottom 95% people, they just take a default life. There's a big difference between design life and default life. Life of survival versus life of significance. The whole mankind can be segregated into two things: dreamers, non-dreamers. People with goals and dreams, people without goals and dreams. And it's proven around the world in any industry. If you don't have a plan, if you're failing to plan, you're planning to fail. As simple as that. If you're failing to plan, you are planning to fail. So the complete planning, empty your mind. When pen touches the paper, there is a magic. Write down everything, whatever you want to achieve, things you want to achieve, places you want to visit, of course, post corona, things you want to buy, things you need to do, things you want to, person you need to become. Write down everything. Ask your parents now about their dreams and goals. Include them. Tell them that I attended a seminar from Sathyabama institution, and one speaker discussed about journal, and one speaker spoke about dream building. I'm writing down my journal. Why don't you tell your dreams and goals? Let me work hard and achieve those things in another 5 years' time. Can you promise those? How many of you can uh, promise this to your parents tonight, today? Can you raise your hand, please? How many of you can start writing down your journal and ask your parents about their dreams and goals? Possible? Only one person? No? That's it? Good. Oh yeah, somebody is chatting with me. I'm just okay. Feedback will be shared. Okay. Perfect. So write down everything. Emotional dreams, materialistic dreams, spiritual dreams, things. There are 4 levels of goal setting. The bottommost level of goal setting is called survival. Survival. The moment you finish off your college, you go work, do something, make the money. That's a survival. The next level of goal setting is called status, 6-figure income. Uh, why not 7-figure income? Status, right? That's the next level of goal setting. The next level of goal setting is called financial freedom. There's something I read this in I think it's in Wall Street Journal or Forbes.com. It made a lot of sense. I wherever I go, I train students about these 4 levels of goal setting. The third level of goal setting is called financial freedom. What is financial freedom? There should be a time, if you're 20 right now, when you reach 30, you should achieve financial freedom. Means money should work for you. You cannot work for money lifelong. And all the top 5% people, they achieve financial freedom. Purladhara Sudhandiram. Financial freedom, right? The 4th level of goal setting is called purpose. What is purpose? How many trees you want to plant? How many students you need to educate? How many old age home you want to visit? Can you adopt a village? Can you train people in village? Can you help farmers? Can you help student communities? Your own institution? Give it back. So these are the 4 levels of goal setting. You know what happened? 95% of the people, they start their life at 21 years or 22 years at the bottommost level, and they finish off their life with the basic survival level goal setting. So you need to sit down tonight, write down goals about every parameters. What is? That's one thing. That's called dream building. The second part of the journal, you need to sit down tonight and collect all your blessings. What it is all about. Mohan is raising the hand. Mohan, can you message me if you want to share anything? You need to message me, Mohan, please. Okay. So the second level of goal setting. The second level of the second part of journal. Count your blessing. Count your blessing. Christianity, Muslim, Hindu, Jainism, Buddhism, whatever the God you follow, the most powerful prayer in this world is thank you. Thank you is the most powerful prayer in the world. That's called attitude of gratitude, counting your own blessing. The top 5% people, the happy people, the successful people, they always count their blessing. They focus on good things which are happening to them, right? The bottom 95% people around the world, they complain. They complain about all the good things they have. And they go to every single day, they go towards God and give a new list and God, I want these things. God, I want these. God will not be happy. You are not happy with whatever you have, right? How in the world you'll get new things? So I want you to sit down tonight, count all your blessings. If you have parents, you are blessed. If you have a home, you are blessed. If you have food, you are blessed. The dresses you have, of course, you are not affected by corona. We have 2 eyes, ears, hands are working, legs are working. You're able to speak. Count your blessing every single day. First thing in the morning, last thing in the night. That state is called alpha state. That's called metaphysics. The state is called alpha state. Your conscious mind and subconscious mind will be sync. You need to start the day with law of visualization, law of attraction, law of visualization. Visualize your future. Only creature in this world, out of crores and crores of creatures available in this world, in this earth, only creature, human being, can visualize about the future. God, that's a gift from the creator to this creation. That's a gift from creator. We can visualize in a positive way. But you know what happens? We worry. Worry is nothing but misuse of God-given gift. God given this imagination power to have a great life. You know what? We don't use that in a positive way. We use that in a negative way and worry about future. We don't visualize things. We don't plan things. First thing in the morning, law of visualization. 5 emotional dreams, visualize. Visualize. First thing in the morning. And count your blessing. Thank God for all the good things you have. Same thing in the night. Last thing before you retire, before you hit the bed, visualize your top 5 dreams and goals. Count your blessing. Good things which happen. Thank God for the seminar. Okay? That's a important thing. Second part of the journal. The third part of the journal, you need to collect ideas and concepts. As I told you earlier, all the successful people collect ideas and concepts. They note down things. But without jot it down, without changing 2 things. Nothing is going to change in your life without changing 2 things. What are those 2 things? One is your thought process, foundation, thought process. That's the foundation. Then habit. A lot of people have positive thought process, negative habit. A lot of people have negative thought process, positive habit. Many of you may have negative thought process, negative habits. Right? Don't worry. Every single day is a new opportunity. From today, you can focus and work towards your thought process. You can focus and work towards having better habits. To take care of these 2 things, life is automatically taken care. Life is automatically taken care. You understand this, the business I do, the career you have, the work you want to do, all these things are a vehicle through which we are going to travel in this life so that we can reach a destination. Those destinations are our dreams and goals. with this current generation, there's a big confusion between the destination and the vehicle. If you ask them what is your dreams and goals, they'll discuss about the destination, the vehicle. I'll tell them, no, the work you're going to do, the business you do, the business I do is nothing but a vehicle. My question is, with this vehicle, where you want to go? Big difference. Okay. Now, I was discussing about the third part of the journal. So thought process. So whatever the level which you are right now, you can change your thought process and habits. It's a big subject, but let me throw my insight, throw my how did I had a negative thought process. I have negative habits early in my life. How did I overcome? Still, I'm working on this. How did I overcome? Okay. What exactly I do to have better thought process? What exactly I do to have better habits? Let me share. And the third part of the journal. Okay. So to have better thought process, you need to do this. And without doing this, nothing is going to change in your life. Let me tell you right away. What is this? We feed 3 times every single day, neck below. I mean, after quarantine, after lockdown, all of us gained weight. There's a big social distancing in our trousers, right? All of us, right after Corona, all of us need to change our wardrobe. Good. Okay. But I don't gain weight. I every single day I do physical activities, so I don't gain weight. Okay, good. Okay. So the third part of the journal. Every single day we feed neck below 3 times minimum. Without feeding neck below, you cannot live in this world. You cannot. 2 days if you don't drink water, 3 days if you don't have food, what will happen? No energy, nothing. You cannot do anything in this world if you don't feed neck. God given appetite is here. It will every 2 hours, every 3 hours, there'll be alarm clock. Yeah, I'm hungry. Feed me something. I need energy for vitality. Same way, you need to feed neck above by your brain. How much time? Every single day, 1 hour. That's the only way you can change your thought process. Okay? You need to feed 1 hour neck above every single 1 hour of 24 hours is nothing but 4% of a day. You need to feed neck up. How do you feed? By reading, by listening, by speaking. When you speak, you will be the first person to listen. So speak only positive things. Big subject. Words are seeds. Words are seeds. Big subject. Hung by the tongue so long. Hung by the tongue. Right? Nave tu very so long. Right? Big subject. I'll not have time to discuss that, and probably I'll share my YouTube channel. Some of the things I've shared at my YouTube channel, you guys can refer to my YouTube channel. I have a broadcast also. If you wish to get into my broadcast, I can add you right after this program. So every day you get the training programs. Whatever I learn, I teach people through technology. Okay. So neck above 1 hour every single day to feed. In your subject, feed good things every single day. Learn something. Whatever you learn, write it down in your journal. Third part of the journal. Inspiring stories, leadership qualities, time management, how to have better belief system, how to overcome laziness, how to overcome procrastination. Write down everything. Learn. Listen to successful people. Abdul Kalam is dead and gone. Steve Jobs is dead and gone. Mahatma Gandhi is dead and gone. But YouTube, they're still alive. The videos are still there in YouTube. Listen to them. 30 minutes, 40 minutes. Every single day, 1 hour, you need to feed neck up. That's the only way you can change your. Let me tell you, mind is automatic. Negative is automatic. Mind is automatic. Media is automatic. People are negative. Media is negative. Obviously, this will be negative. You cannot change everything. You can only, by sending more positivity, you can dilute those negative things. I have my the smartphone which I use right now, right? I charge it every single day. 24% charge right now. Right after this program, I need to charge it. I may bought this phone for 60,000, 80,000, but still you need to charge the same way. If this need to perform in a proper way, you need to charge this every single day 1 hour. And if you're somebody who cannot discipline yourself for that 1 hour, somebody else will discipline you for the rest of your life. It's better to discipline ourselves. I always tell this to my students. Sweating is good, bleeding is bad. Sweating is better than bleeding. Sweat now so that you don't bleed rest of your life. Good. So 1 hour. That's one thing to change your thought process. You will see the difference. Significant changes will happen in another 20 days, 21 days, 30 days, 40 days, right? Okay. Fall in love in the process of becoming best version of yourself. That's the best addiction to have. Falling in love with yourself so that you can mold yourself to become best version of yourself. Right? That's feeding neck up. Okay, I'm running out of time. Okay. The next thing is how to have better habits. You know, to use the time in a good way. Time management is an oxymoron. You cannot manage time. You can only manage activities. Through activities, time will automatically take care of itself. You take care of your activities, time take care of itself, right? Oh yeah. How to focus on activity? Write this down. We have I read this long time back in a book, and I followed this for more than a decade right now, and there's a big difference between activity and productivity. A lot of people, successful people, spend time and energy on productivity. Mediocre people spend a lot of time on activities. Okay, so basically there are activities, right? A activity, B activity, C, D, E activities. A, B, C, D, E. A activity, important and urgent activity. B activity, important, non-urgent. It's not as urgent as A, not as urgent as A. B activity. C activity, non-important, non-urgent. A, B, C. D for delegation. Activities you can delegate to some other people. Somebody else do the work for you. But you can do some other work. And that time you delegate the work to somebody else, you focus your time on A activity. That's how successful people work. You know, mediocre people, they keep the A activity will be in pending status, but still they focus on they'll do somebody else's work. A, B, C, D. D for delegation. E, A, B, C, D, E. E is for elimination. Activities which will take your life in a reverse side, which will spoil your life, which will kill yourself, and which will kill you. Smoking, drinking, too much of smoking, too much of drinking, too much of video gaming, too much of news channel, too much of negative thought process, too much of junk food. These are elimination. E for elimination. These are the 5 activities. A, B, C, D, E. A, important, urgent. B, important. C, non-important, non-urgent. D, delegation. Somebody else will do the work. E, elimination. You need to, every 1 hour, you need to ask this question. Note this down. I ask this question every 1 hour in my life. What is the outcome? What did I do in last 1 hour? Did I perform any of my A activities in last 1 hour? If not, that 1 hour is gone. Next 1 hour, what am I going to do? Am I going to perform any of my productivity? Or am I going to do some activities which got nothing to do with future? I'll share my broadcast channel. I'll share a important video. That's a 1 hour video from a CEO of Success Magazine, Darren Hardy. That's called compound effect. Extremely small things which you do every single day is going to decide the life you're going to have. Extremely small things you do. Extremely small changes you do in your thought process, in your habit. That's going to pile up. That's called those things are called micro wins. Those micro wins pile up, compile together to have a macro win. I'll share probably right after this seminar. Go through that in another couple of days. Okay. So the third part of the journal, feed 1 hour neck above, Note down everything. Focus on your A activity and B activity. Got it? Good. I'm not saying all the students here maybe in 20 years, 21 years, um, you should not, I mean, don't take me in the wrong way, you know. This is the time for us to have fun, and this guy is here and discussing about like giving lecture for 1 hour, and what is the fun and working hard without fun, right? Let me tell you something. I'm the most fun-loving person in this world, as far as I know. I finish off my A activity. I finish off my B activity. Then I'll have fun. I'll not. I'll not get into the fun activity without finishing off my A and B activity. 1 hour, feed your brain. Then have fun. Learn something new. Have fun. Exercise for 1 hour. Have fun. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So,
And
lot of
people, right? Lot of people.
I'll tell you the story. One dog went and that dried bone. After we eat, we throw the bone, right? The dried bone, which have sharp edges. You know, the god went and the dog went and bite those bones, and those bones have a sharp edge, and it created a wound, and blood was coming from dog's mouth, and the dog um, thought this bone is very tasty, juicy, blood is coming, it's very juicy. Then it kept on biting, you know, those sharp edge bone, and literally it tore all the everything, and infection happened, and the dog died. Then some of us, you know, we spend too much of time on things, and we think those things are giving us happiness. It is like the dog. The dog doesn't understand that the blood is coming from his own mouth. Same way, you know what I mean? So focus on your A activity, finish off those work, then focus on the fun activity. That fun will give you more happiness. Correct? Okay. So I've done about the dreams and goals, attitude of gratitude, thank you note, the journaling. The third part of journaling is ideas and concepts, learning new things, feeding brain, changing the habits, collecting things, right? Okay, the third part. The fourth part of the journal, interesting. Fourth part of the journal. But before this, how many of you have, how many of you taken 2 pages of notes? All the people, more than 2 pages of notes. Can you all raise your hand, please? More than 2 pages. Manisha took more than 2 pages. That's it. Only one girl took 2 pages of notes. Nothing, nobody else. Good. No worries. Okay. Let me get into the fourth subject, the fourth part of the journal. You need to write down all your problems. All your problems. You may be long book. Okay, right. Oh, it's a long book, so he took 1 page. Good. Thank you. You need to write down all your problems, the challenges you face. You may be lazy. You may have fear. You may worry about future. You may have too much of negative thought process. You are not good in English. You have you don't like whatever. You don't like yourself. Poor self-image, negative expectation, relationship problem, friendship problem, overweight, underweight, addicted to mobile phones, or addicted to video games, addicted to smoking, drinking, whatever your challenges, write down everything in the fourth part of the journal. All the challenges, all the challenges. It is basically taking inventory. In the first part of the journal, what you want, dreams and goals. Second part of the journal, what you have, all good things you have. The third part of the journal, collect ideas so that you can focus, work towards your dreams and goals. The fourth part of the journal, what are the things that are stopping you, challenges you face, right? And I have 3-way methodology through which you can solve any problem in the world. 3-way methodology through which you can solve any problem in the world. The first way, whom should I ask? You need to ask the right person for you to solve this problem. Ask the right person. Somebody who already solved those problems, right? Ask the right person. Second way of solving any problem is, what should I read? There are so many people who wrote a lot of things about the problem you face right now. Pick up those things and read, so that solution is there. Ready-made availability is there for all the problems you have. Second thing. The third thing is, what should I do? Action is the cure. Get into the action mode. Whatever the challenges you face, get into the action mode. Most of the challenges, most of the problems are illusion. It looks like a problem, but once you get closer to it, it's like a horizon. It doesn't even exist. Gone, gone. So these are three ways you can solve any problem. Who should I ask? What should I read? What should I do? Okay, I'm rushing up really. We have only 10 more minutes to go. This is how you need to write journal. Promise me one thing. Tonight, sit down, write down journal. Your life will not be same hereafter. Tomorrow will be the first day for the rest of your life. The moment you start writing journal. And it will help you big time. Big time. Okay? Now, what is law of compensation? This law is from Emerson. We all know Emerson, right? One of the bestie who lived best human. Okay, now Emerson wrote this law of compensation a long time back. He said the biggest difference between successful people and mediocre people is only three things. First thing, note this down. All the successful people have burning desire. That's what we discussed in part 1 of journal. Dreams and goals. All the successful people have burning desire. Burning desire. They need to come up in life. They need to take their family to the next level. Okay? Burning desire. The second difference between successful people and mediocre people, they always work on their skills and ability. Skills and ability. That's called preparing 1 hour every single day. Skills and ability. Without you learning, how can you do something in marketplace? So skills, and they work on their skills and ability. The third difference between successful people and mediocre people, according to Emerson, successful people solve problem in marketplace. Successful people solve, there's a market, there's a problem for people, and if you solve people problem with your products and services, you are an entrepreneur. What I do in my business, I solve my client's problem with products and services. I have I do a distribution business through my products and services. I help my clients, partners, clients. I give opportunity to, it's basically B2C, B2B. I give opportunity to solve problem of the partners. I train them. Those are the two helps I do. I help my clients. I help my partners. And this is called law of compensation. Burning desire, skills and ability, solving problem in marketplace. And of course, we conduct a business boot camp, which is absolutely free. For youngsters, every batch we train. I think the current batch which we are running, we train approximately 600 people. 600 people. The next batch, boot camp batch, which are happening on this Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. It's a 4-day boot camp session. If you want to learn more, let me know. We'll take you to that, and you can note down I'm done with this, and couple of books I need to recommend you at this level is, I read this book long time back. There's a book called Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. One of my life-changing book. Note this down. Think and Grow Rich. How Life Works by Andrew Mathers. How Life Works by Andrew Mathers. Eat That Frog by Brian Tracy. Business of 21st Century by Robert Kiyosaki. Copycat Marketing. This book is most of the B schools, they train people with this book called Copycat Marketing. Copycat Marketing. I have some top 15 books. I have a PDF. I'll share my broadcast channel so that you let me know. I can send you the PDF version of those books, right? And ma'am, I'm almost done, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Can we have questionnaire session, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Dear participants, you are open to discuss with Mr. Satish, sir. Do you have any questions?
Live Life King Size is my Instagram and the Facebook channel, Facebook and YouTube channel. Sathishraj, Live Life King Size. Right? I have sent a message. And 9840 776677. That's my broadcast where on a daily basis, whatever I learn, whatever uh, I personally learn, whatever I personally implement, I create a broadcast and send it to people. So if you want to get into a broadcast channel, that's the WhatsApp number you need to. But broadcast, if you don't save my, I'll send the broadcast, and if you didn't save my number, you don't get the message won't get delivered. That's one thing. YouTube, that's my YouTube channel. That's my Sathishraj Live Life Insights is my Instagram, everything, right? And questions, some of them message me. I was interested to join broadcast. Okay, sir. Okay. Can you, law of compensation, who? Emerson. Okay. Law of compensation given by Emerson. How long will it take to change our thought process with journal? Changing your thought process, it is in a scale of 0 to 10. I need to know which level are you right now. Some of you may be in 0 level. Some of you may be in 5.5. Some of you in -5. Some of you may be in -15, depending upon your negativity, which you have till now. But the best way is very soon you can get into neutral and move towards positive thing if you feed your brain every single day 1 hour. Very important. Without feeding the brain, you cannot change anything in this life, right? Okay. How long will it take? Okay. I'm interested to join broadcast. Your compilation of my daily task. Okay. I didn't get your compilation of my daily task. Okay. I didn't question. Gautam Singh, I didn't understand your question. Send PDF and broadcast groups. Sure. You WhatsApp me. I'll send you Mohan Krishna. Do you have any kind of mentorship program? Yes, of course. We do training programs. We conduct training programs. In fact, in the COVID situation, I conducted 21-day daily 1 hour training program, which I conducted. I have the recordings also. If you want, I can send it to you. And we conduct training programs. We mentor people. That's I told you, right? That's my purpose. I love doing that. My goal is to inspire at least 1 million youngsters before 2029. We have 9 more years to go. I think with the technology, I can do it in another 2-3 years itself. Right? Good. Any other questions? Any other questions you have? You can send me the feedback form to ma'am also, to me also. I love to read the feedbacks. So if you're somebody who really wanted to get into that business boot camp, you let me know. I can nominate you for. There's a small selection process which I need to do. Once you get selected, I can nominate you for the business boot camp, which we want to start on this Saturday. Ma'am, anything else?
Yes, sir. Are we done, sir?
Yes.
Okay, sir. Now, thank you, sir. It was a wonderful session. Now we call upon Dr. S. Karthikeyan, FIE, Fellowship Institute of Engineers, the head IEI coordinator, Sathyabama IEA student branch, to deliver the vote of thanks.
On behalf of the management of Sathyabama Institute of Science and Technology, I thank Mr. Sathishraj sir for a valuable session and really interesting. I also taken notes around 2 or 3 pages. It runs. It's quite good. We used to go with the technical aspects. This is so wonderful. And I thank Suchitra for giving me the opportunity to invite Satish sir. Thank you, Suchitra. I thank the participants also, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Dear participants, thank you once again. The feedback link will be shared right now. It will be shared in the chat box, and certificates will be distributed in the email which you are registering with the Google form.